enjoy my new purchase. So I have bought a new set of 24 colors of Sharpie. Nice or not? Nice or not? I'm very happy lah. Because as per previous videos, I only have my favorite colors of gel pen which are best to write notes with but not really for film writing. So I needed thicker pens and bought this new set of Sharpie. Yay! Testing each of the colors out! Well, the auntie in me is heavily criticizing me for making this purchase because, quoted from the matcha popcorn video, owning an extra thing simply takes up space, grows dust, drains your wallet and increases item production, which increases global waste. But I know that I am 24 times happy now, so and I think that this purchase is reasonable because I'm going to use this heavily and it motivates me to make these videos, I guess. Also, these mini brown crates are from mushroom packagings when I grocery shop, so the auntie in me is now a little less mad for not buying an extra case to fill these new color pens. How to overcome exam anxiety, an evidence-based approach? Yes, so test anxiety ain't no stranger to every student on this planet. And let's have a brief talk on its origin, shall we? As human beings that has went through countless years of evolution, it resulted in a unique system developed within us, the fight or flight response. This allows the human body to be at its optimum functioning state to face whatever is coming. So you can rejoice that you are functioning normally. And because with this fight or flight state, your mind can potentially be at its optimum for the test. Some main reasons for the switched on fight or flight responses are: you care about the test and want to do well on it. The fear of failure, fear of inadequacy, lack of adequate prep time, and bad experience taking tests in the past. Negativity bias. Unfortunately, the feeling of a turned on fight or flight mode is uncomfortable and it feels terrible and crappy. Some may even develop fast heart rate, sweaty palms, accelerated breathing, tremor, and etc. And if it gets overboard, it can actually make you perform the opposite of optimum and ruin weeks of hard work and effort. And no matter how many times you experience taking tests, you may not feel as anxious as the last, but the anxiety never really goes away entirely, simply because it is a built-in system. You can only get better at continuing life with the anxiety feeling alongside, and according to what I've learned after my long crazy ass neuro and mental health module this term, we can do it with some coping strategies and better self-talk. So, let's dive into the 10 points that can help with your exam anxiety. Firstly, think about this. I'm already doing my best and putting my best foot forward, so whatever possible outcome that will be in the future will be the best possible outcome. And obviously, when you remind yourself of this, you will automatically want to do your very best to prepare for the exam. And for you who are watching this, I know that you are currently prepping your very best already, right? Next, the will to win is nothing without the will to prepare, quoted by the famous marathoner Juma Ikanga. So, how to prepare better is when you study, just keep blinking your eyes to take picture of your notes and import them into your brain. Well, of course, study well. Know your gaps because the more prepared you are for the exam, the less anxious you will feel. But to be fair, in my opinion, I think this one we can throw it into the bin because I believe that many of you watching has been prepping for this test 24/7 and have already read every nook and cranny possible and still feel anxious. Therefore, I think that you should hold on to this tip instead. Third tip, there will be a lot of questions that I will not know the answer to. I will make a careless mistake again like last time. These are the default statements that tend to replay in our mind unknowingly. And the thing is it really true? These inner self-talk are obviously due to bad experiences in the past and hence the negativity bias. To be fair, the test this time, it has not arrived yet. So we really do not know if that will happen. Whenever you catch yourself having those thoughts, quickly turn them into positive inner self-talk like, I will turn out fine during the exam. I may not know how to do 100% of the questions, but there will definitely be questions that I know how to do. I prepared for the exam means I will know how to do the questions on the exam, and that is common sense. But, this tip is a little bit tricky. This tip should be more of a reassurance vibe instead of being more confident in yourself. I would say that do not get overconfident because I do think that the luck element plays into tests as well. If you go in with all the positive self-talk and end up not knowing how to do a lot of questions, it can result in extreme disappointment in yourself post-test and result in the negativity and anxiety cycle too. Number 4, the fear of failure. The definition of failure is very different to everyone. To some, not passing the test means they have failed. To others, not getting an 80 or 100 is a failure. We tend to over-magnify the test and attach our self-worth towards it, hence the fear of failure seems to intensify, leading to anxiety. The thing is, after this exam, there will still be many more to come, and really understand that failing is inevitable in some point in your life, and you will come to realize that it is as normal as succeeding. So even if you fail this time, there are ways to go around it. Like retake the test, do better next time. There will definitely be a next time to not fail. Next, feel relieved that you're anxious, because it means that you care about the test, which is a good thing. Number 6, think of the questions on the paper as your friend asking you the questions. You'd hope that you can help your friend out by answering your very best, right? And when you answer your friend's questions, you won't feel anxious, right? You just give them the correct points and then move on. Number 7, sometimes our anxieties seem to stem from the mindset that we are wasting time and I'm not studying hard enough. Instead of thinking how much time you have wasted, think about the remaining time that you actually have to prepare for the test. Next, power pose helps. Just do this. This one here is evidence-based and scientifically proven. And finally, let us simply think about our past self. You have been prepping this thing for so long already. Why not have some trust and faith in your hard work, in your past self, that you have been doing the preparation fantastically all this while? Last but not least, eat a balanced diet, sleep at least 8 hours and drink enough liquids. Because really guys, not doing this can lead to a heightened anxiety due to a lower status of physical body. Remember that growth is uncomfortable. Therefore, the current debilitating feeling actually means that you are approaching to a better self every passing second. Tests are not entirely bad because it motivates us to learn. And also, anxiety is not entirely bad because it somewhat allows you to be at optimum during the test. It is just that the feeling can be crappy, and therefore, let the focus point be making yourself feel less crappy when you are anxious, and hence this video. I do not guarantee that your anxiety will go away entirely after this video, because in my opinion, emotions are also affected by accumulated life experience, upbringing, personality, probably due to genetics, gender, and etc. But at least with a changed inner talk, more inner peace can be developed. If the anxiety is still very debilitating despite the attempt to change the inner self-talk, possibly seek medical advice for this. Many researchers has put in a lot of effort into finding solutions around anxiety. Finding a solution for you. You may currently feel extremely terrible and crappy, but I believe that there'll be a way around it for you. Have faith in that. I hope that today you take that step to find a solution that works for you. This video is not to invalidate what you're feeling. I just hope that you can help yourself feel better. I'm just doing my best to give you a change in perspective. Maybe. Because ultimately we all want ourselves to be fine. So also, be kind to yourself and just let yourself feel anxious, although it feels terrible sometimes. But don't resist it and just let it flow in your body. And you know, the reason why I can come up with so many points for this video is because this is the length, extent, and thinking that I have to do to calm my nerves down. I do not deny that I still do feel anxious for tests, but with the points stated, I do feel better. So for you who are feeling anxious right now, know that you are not alone. And yes, with better inner talk, it helps. I wish everyone good luck and all the best in their exams, okay? And ultimately, just put your very best foot forward in every situation that you're in, and whatever outcome that you will get in the future will already be the best possible outcome. I hope that you feel better, okay? And you can do this! Thank you very much for your time, and thank you so much for watching.